Good morning! Today I'm going to be making some pullover with our lira beans. It's from Ethiopia, very floral and light. I know our main product is the pullover pouches. The pullover pouches are perfect for lazy days or for if you're going out on a travel, if you're going camping, you don't want to bring all the gears with you. You can easily bring those pullover pouches with you. But today I'm at home and I'm enjoying my slow morning, so I'm going to be making some pullover from scratch. I have all my gears here with my scale. Everything's a little bit messy, so bear with me. And here's my favorite Oreo switch. So I actually started learning how to do pullover from my mother. Whenever I go home, I always see her doing this whole choreography. She was the one that introduced me to the specialty coffee pullover pouches, which basically kickstarted my specialty coffee journey. At one point, I decided that maybe it's time for me to get a kettle. And it starts there. You get a kettle, and I start getting the scale, and you start getting coffee beans, and you start getting, and you're like, well, it's a good bean, so I have to get the good grinder. So for a while, I was actually grinding my beans with, what do you call it? Magic bullet. That's what I was doing. And I finally decided to get a real grinder right here. That's my fellow grinder. But anyway, so let's just wet our filter. I usually like to wet my filter and leave the hot water in this container to warm it up. And I'm also going to recycle and use the hot water in this cup to warm up the cup. I typically do 20 grams of beans, and I just gotta give kudos to my roaster because these beans were roasted April 22nd, which means the beans has been open for over a month. They still smell amazing. But anyway, so 20 grams. I'm gonna pour this into the grinder. It's gonna be really loud, so just bear with me. Peach tea honey. And just to clarify, like flavor notes, that does not mean that they have any artificial flavoring. The tasting note is coming 100% from the coffee beans. You asked me how they got the flavor notes. I don't really know. It has a lot to do with the sun, the soil, the water of wherever they're being grown. So Ethiopian, they're grown on highland and their soil is mineral rich, which has some sort of chemical reaction to the beans and to the coffee fruit that gives it that floral and tea-like texture and flavor. My first pour. By the way, when I was grinding the beans, I added the hot water in a cup to warm it up. While the coffee is dripping, I want to give you a little bit of tour on my setup. I really embody that Pixie's fruit aesthetic, so I wanted to make a little decoration. And it feels nice and makes me think that a Pixie could really be living here. You know, I don't live in an enchanted forest, so I gotta bring the whimsies here in my own kitchen. All right, let's finish making coffee. And usually the bean to water ratio is 1:15, which means I give it 300 grams of water. I'm just gonna let it drip for now. Just enjoy the moment to kickstart your morning. Cheers. It just tastes amazing. It just tastes really, really good. If you're already into specialty beans, you know how good it could taste. If you haven't, you gotta give our beans a try. If you don't know which flavor profile is your jam, there's a quiz in bio. You can go ahead and take the quiz and figure out which Pixie is your brew guy, which is something that we came up with when we're designing the brand because we want to make it like whimsical and fun for my own personal preference. But anyways, have a good morning and talk to you soon.